Welcome to our March Madness NCAA tournament forecast for the ACC. We're going to count down the rankings essentially from 15 to 1. Let's first look at the group that'll be out of the mix for the NCAA tournament. I've got about 5 teams in this grouping. One of them has one of the best players in the league, Boston College. Kai Bowman, look out for him. He's going to be a monster scorer for the Eagles, but they just don't have enough to be a contender for a bid. Louisville, a rebuilding situation for Chris Mack coming over from Xavier, replacing Rick Pitino. The Cardinals will be very competitive, but I think they'll fall short of a bid. Let's look at 5 contenders for NCAA tournament berths out of the ACC. Let's start at the bottom here. Notre Dame, Mike Brey. He's got a very good offensive team, but this team's going to have to defend. It's young. He's got a couple of veterans led by Rex Pfluger, but I think they're going to be a little bit short of a bid. NC State under Kevin Keatts, they had a phenomenal season last season. A lot of major upsets for the Wolfpack, but they lost a lot, losing Al Freeman. This team, if they can fly around and cause havoc, they could be a contender. And I think they'll be in late into the season, but I think they will fall short of an NCAA tournament berth. Miami, very interesting team right here. They're going to have to defend very well if they're going to make the tournament. I think they will not make it, though, when it comes to late February. So on this list, 2 definite contenders for the NCAA tournament, 2 teams that certainly could finish higher in the ACC. Virginia Tech, Justin Robinson, one of the best point guards in the country, leading the Hokies. Let's see if Buzz Williams' team can actually win a game in the tournament this time around. And Clemson, not just a football school anymore. Brad Bunnell has the men's basketball team as a regular contender for an NCAA tournament berth. The Tigers certainly could finish higher. Marquise Reed is back for Clemson. This has great guard play. This is a team that certainly could get to the second weekend. All right, the 5 teams out of the ACC that certainly could make a deep run in the NCAA tournament. Let's start at number 5, the ageless one, Leonard Hamilton. He's got a squad that maybe they could get back to the Elite 8. They got Terrence Mann returning, and this team had some injuries last season, a little bit of a slow start, but they've got a lot of momentum going into this season. I think the Seminoles could certainly be a national sleeper. At number 4, Syracuse. Jim Boeheim, yeah, he's got his son Buddy playing for him, and he's a good shooter, but the core group is all back from a surprise Sweet 16 team last season. Tyus Battle, he certainly could be one of the National Player of the Year candidates. I think the Orange not just will get back to the Sweet 16, they could compete for an Elite 8. Now, the top 3, you really could put in any order. I went for Virginia at number 3. They just added Alabama transfer Braxton Key, along with DeAndre Hunter, who's healthy, Ty Jerome, Kyle Guy. This is a Virginia team. Yes, they lost to UMBC in the historic 16-1, but the Cavaliers, they could finish 3rd in the ACC and win the national championship. At number 2, I've got North Carolina. They got some hidden seniors, not just Luke May, but Cam Johnson and Kenny Williams. Experience for the Tar Heels certainly will help them going forward. Nasir Little, one of the best freshmen in the country. The Carolina Tar Heels could finish 2nd and also could get to the Final Four. And atop the ACC, I've got Duke for now. Mike Krzyzewski has one of the best freshman classes that he's ever had, and he's had a lot of them. Zion Williamson, R.J. Barrett, Cam Reddish, Trey Jones, they're all going to be in the starting lineup. They'll join Marcus Bolden inside, so that core 5 certainly can win the ACC and compete for the national championship. It's not going to be easy. Without a lot of veterans on the road in the ACC, they may take on a little bit of water, but once they get into the NCAA tournament, it's going to be very difficult to stop Zion Williamson. So right now I'm leaning Duke, but don't forget, Carolina and Virginia both could win the national championship.